Hi everyone, hope that you are well. We are here to go ahead and do a quick spinach dip recipe that I'm going to teach you guys. I will have the recipe and the video all here so that we can get through this quarantine together with some amazing appetizers that you can have with your family. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to go ahead and do is make sure that we have a hot pan, and we're going to preheat the oven to 350 degrees so that we can get both of the processes starting here. I'm just going to turn the camera. Okay, so the pan's already been getting hot. I'm just going to add just a little bit of oil to the pan. It's going to take about a minute or so to get hot. While the pan is getting hot, we're going to go ahead and take the frozen spinach that's been thawed or thawing, and we're going to wring out all of the water. We do not want any excess water or moisture in our spinach dip, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now it's all wringed out, and as I told you guys already, this is a 10-ounce amount of spinach. You know that as soon as you kind of cook up spinach, you guys have seen it, you'll have a whole bunch. It seems like a whole bag, and then you cook it up and it's like this much. So same thing right here. This is the 10 ounce of spinach here. I'm gonna just put it to the side and check if my pan is hot. I know some of you guys have seen this. You just kind of put some water in there and it's not hot yet. So I'm gonna let this go ahead and get a little more warm. Okay, our pan is getting hot here. I'm just gonna add the fresh garlic that was peeled this morning. Fresh garlic chop. I definitely wanted to have like the powerful garlic taste in the spinach dip, so I make sure to have fresh garlic as well as the granulated garlic. They're both pretty good and delicious. I'll let it cook up. You can cook it up until fragrant, but I personally like it when there's a little bit of burnt to the garlic, as it just gives off a different flavor. So as you can see in the pan here, I'll just bring the pan a little closer. It is not much oil and just a little bit of garlic. We want to make sure that we are not having excess oil. We already have a lot of cheese, and we already have the cream cheese, and we have sour cream, so there's already a lot of kind of cheese and oils in the mix. We don't want to put too much in the garlic. So it's cooking here, and now I'm just gonna add the spinach. You hear that sizzle? Yes, that's what you want to hear. I'm just gonna add the spinach to it. Basically, we want the garlic to seep into the spinach, so that's what we're mixing them together here. Take a little spoon, and you know the spinach is still cold, so this is just helping it to warm up as well. And that's the oven. So we're mixing this up. Let that cook a little bit. I'm just gonna zoom in. Okay. So just a few minutes. We're not necessarily trying to cook the spinach because it is going into the spinach dip. You want to have chunks of spinach. You want it not to be burnt or brown. You just want the spinach to be warmed with the flavoring of the garlic. We turn that off. Right? Make a little music. So if you look here, you just see lots of garlic and spinach. The spinach is still very much green. It's not burnt. And the garlic has a little bit of brown tint in it, but it's not burnt. Okay? So we don't want to do that. So from there, the oven is actually turned off. We're going to start putting everything in a bowl. All right? So we have our fresh spinach, fresh frozen spinach. And like I've been saying, please use what you have. If you don't have spinach, this would be a cool dip to actually try with some kale. Some people have done kind of like a mushroom dip with this as well, so you can try it with a mushroom dip. So that's pretty good also. From there, I'm going to move this also. We're going to add our cup of sour cream. add our cream cheese, softened cream cheese. You can microwave it for 30 seconds, mix, and then maybe another 5 or 10 seconds just to soften it, not cooking in the microwave. Or 2 hours before you actually make this recipe, you can go ahead and just have the cream cheese out so that you can make it, okay? So that's the cream cheese. We're not wasting food. We're gonna go ahead and just what I would do at home. Exactly what I'm doing here, right? Freshly grated pepper jack cheese. I like to have a little bit of kick. If you cannot have anything with pepper because of gastritis or any sensitive allergies, or you just don't like pepper, omit the pepper jack cheese and you can just stick with the mozzarella and Parmesan mix, okay? All right. So now we have everything here in the bowl. We're just gonna, before mixing it, I was just making sure that everything was soft, which it was. You can go ahead and add the granulated garlic. Like I said, I love garlic. It's one of my favorite things. Fresh cracked pepper. I do not like the already grounded black pepper. Of course, a lot of us grow up with it, we're used to it, but there's a difference when you actually use black pepper. Freshly grounded, it just gives it that extra and kick. And then we're gonna toss in some salt as well. Not too much, but just enough. And for me, I just like to add a little bit of oregano just for a little pinch of extra flavor. I add a dab because I'm going to go ahead and add some more when the cheese is browning on top. All right, so from here, we are just mixing it all together. All right. And so this is what, when restaurants do it fresh, this is how they're doing it. When it's fresh, some places, of course, some order it. Some of them, you know, you have the already prepackaged where it's already done. But when you make it yourself, you know what's going in it. You know how much of what's going in there. So you can do it. Of course, you can use low-fat or fat-free cream cheese, low-fat, fat-free sour cream like I did to cut out some of that fat. You can use vegan cheese if you're trying to keep everything vegan. Vegan cream cheese, vegan mayo, and vegan regular cheese as an alternative, right? Okay. So look how beautiful this is. Can we just, it's nice and green and mixed in. This is what you guys are used to seeing at the restaurants. Well, when it's cooked, but you see the spinach, and that's what I was going for. You want to see the spinach. You don't want to overcook it when you're adding it to the garlic oil because you're just giving it that garlic flavor. We're not like cooking it. All right. From here, just grab a pan. Make sure your pan has some oil. And we're going to put this in the oven for 20 minutes. So you want an even layer. Even layer. This is a great recipe to do at home with your family. It's quick, it's easy. And for now, while we're on the quarantine and cannot have appetizers, you guys, we are going to make some at home. Have the kids eat them. All right, just that extra right? Okay. First, I gotta have my towel to wipe my hands. All right, so from there, we're just gonna add a little bit of extra cheese on top. Of course, you can put a lot more than this. I just wanted just a tad because the cheese is gonna seep out from the other side as well. So we have that. All right, let's get this on the side again. Make sure this looks good. And then we're gonna take a little bit more of the oregano and just put it on top. All right. So everything is quick prepped, ready to go into the oven. And it's going to go in the 350 oven for 20 minutes, okay? This is how it looks now. Okay, so the spinach dip has been in the oven for the 20 minutes. It's actually almost done here. As I'm going to go ahead and pull it so you guys can see it. Then we're going to put it on broil for 2 minutes to get that nice brown top layer that you usually see when you order spinach dip from a restaurant, right? So I'm going to turn off this timer before it starts beeping. We're still at 350. And this is how it looks so far. All right, I need y'all to see this. See that deliciousness right here? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just get this broiled up for 2 minutes. Do not put broil for more than 2 minutes. We're going to put broil on low. I'm going to put the oven on low. Broil, low, start. And we're just going to leave this in there for 2 minutes, and we're going to make sure that we are watching the timer. We don't want any burnt spinach there. So I'm going to put my timer on for 2 minutes. So a broil is pretty much just a nice oven. Usually it kind of heats up. The oven heats from the bottom up and kind of passes on its hot gases all over the entirety of the oven from the inside. But when you're putting something on broil, the heat is directly on whatever the item is to give it that nice kind of crispy feeling, that crispy food look for any meats. You know, if you want like the crispy outer layer, you put it on broil for about a minute or so, and it's just direct heat on whatever it is that you have in the oven. So with the spinach dip, it's going to be direct heat on the cheese right on top, just to get it nice and browned. Now you can do it for 1:30 just to be sure. And when you're broiling, always check it. It's okay to kind of pop it open just to check, and then turn it just to make sure everything is even. And then when you see that it is nice and brown, not burnt, then you can just go ahead and pull it out. So I'm just going to peek in. It's already been a minute. Turning it a little bit. Alright, the broil time is over. Look at this. Do y'all see this deliciousness right here? Just gonna be careful, it's extremely hot, but yum. Yum, 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 yum. Yum. There it is. Money shot. Spinach dip. I'm gonna plate it up. So the spinach dip is ready, nice and hot. Okay. You're just ready to plate it up. Look at that. So ready. Just put that in a little bowl. And the thing is, if you're transferring it, you can definitely serve it in this dish or any dish that you baked it up in, and just kind of put it in the middle of the table when it's warm and have your chips all around. But because I'm ready to eat right now, you can just go ahead and scoop some. And we're just gonna put some, right into our bowl, and I make sure to have the nice top layer of the browned cheese, because that is the best part. Okay, so I have this here. I have my spinach dip all ready for me to eat and kind of definitely dive in. I'm just gonna take a bite and let y'all go. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's hot. It's really delicious, nice and hot. Some variations with this, you can add some cut up mushrooms, some jalapenos. You can even top it up with some tomatoes if you'd like. I like my spinach just like this, extra garlicky with some spinach and cheese. Hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know in the comment section if you made it. I want to see pictures. All right, see you guys on the next video. Have a great day. Thank you.